Hello and welcome back to Sable. We are finally leaving on our journey. On our new hoverbike. And that's the official start of the game. Yeah, there's something over there. Ah, I see a chum up there. Ooh! Okay, so we can take air, okay? Signpost. Viewer is where we just came from. Northwest is Burnt Oak Station. So, that way. We'll continue that in a second. I wonder if that's it. Is that Northwest? No. That's something else. How do I set markers again? I don't remember. Okay, that's us. Okay, I can set markers in here. I can't see stuff. I forget how to set markers outside of that. Hello, chum. I don't know what to do with these. Okay. So this way. Looks like a dust cloud. I'm guessing maybe that. It looks like a cartographer balloon too. Okay, I really need to know how to set these markers because I'm seeing a lot of things that I want to check out. How do I... Settings. Controls. Show controls. Navigator. In. Okay. That's the wrong button. Do I have to be off of it? I do have to be off of it. I can't see anything behind my bike. Okay, because I see like a ship or something over there. We've moved off, so I can't see that anymore. Yeah, I think that's Burnt Oak Station, because I actually see a marker over there. I still need to figure out how to paint our ship, too. There's something over there, too. There's so many things. Alright, how do I get up to you? It looks like I can get up that way. Woohoo! Thank you, Simoon. I'll be careful not to crash you into things. We'll be able to see a lot of stuff from around up here, too. A better lay of the land. There's like a big old temple or something over there. What is that? Yeah, I marked that. Yeah, that's Burnt Oak Station for sure. Goodness, you're way up here, sir. Yep. Oh, that's a long climb. Ugh, barely. Hello. I greet the cartographer shyly, a little cowed by how alone we are up here, and how intimate that sometimes feels despite it being so much a part of my gliding. She responds with what sounds like a warm smile. Hello there, glider. Thanks for taking the time to climb all the way up here. Surveying gets a little lonely sometimes, you know? I tell her I do, given how lonely I can get on the sand sometimes. I hope Simoon doesn't hear. So then, what is it you need? Can I buy a map? Of course! Okay. Okay, well I don't really want cartographer's badge. I mean, it's not that expensive, so I guess, yeah, let's just go ahead and get it. Thanks, Glider. Goodbye. Well, I wanted to ask you if you know of any things nearby. Ask if there's anything worth a look nearby. She chuckles to herself. Of course. You don't think I'm standing up here for nothing, do you? Have you been to the Great Wind Tower yet? Get up there and you can see for ages. And Burnt Oak Station is close by as well. You'll never guess why it's called that. I think about it, but she goes on before I can shout my prediction. If you're a fan of insects, there's a gigantic Hercules beetle nest nearby. You know, rumor has it they can lift 100 times their own body weight. Okay. Thanks. No problem, Glider. Come back whenever you like. Oh yeah, there's like a ship! We're definitely gonna go check that out. Okay. Anything else I can see from here? No, it looks like all those things I can see I've marked. Okay. Get back down to Simoon. They're doing yard work outside, so if you can, hopefully you can't hear it, but if you can, then I'm sorry. The Burnt Oak first. I think it's basically the closest anyways. I'm guessing it's because of the big burnt trees. Woohoo! There's junk. It is a challenge not to view scrappers through quite a romantic lens. As I looked toward my gliding as a child, I pictured myself as a dust-covered traveler, exploring strange forbidden places and finding strange forgotten things. A treasure hunter of old and arcane objects. And though I'm certain the grind of sifting through sand and dirt for useful tools and things left over can wear anyone down, I cannot help but weave some thread of my fantasy into the reality of the work. Greetings, Glider. Name's Alton. I give a bow and introduce myself as Sable. You find much scrap metal out there, Sable? Not a lot, really. Good. Alton leans back and looks up at the ceiling thoughtfully. Got a task for you then, if you're up for it. The hesitation in my voice is a product of a gentle intimidation, but I stand up straight and casual enough to seem like I'm up for anything. Alton seems to believe it enough. I need scrap, Sable, and lots of it. And you out there already, doing basically nothing, Alton chuckles to himself. Shouldn't say it like that. Gliding's odd, eh? You have nothing to do, so you have everything to do. Wonder if anyone's ever spent their gliding just lying around. I don't know if that counts as a gliding. I say with a smirk that I don't imagine that would count as a gliding, but at the same time I wonder if some people do go out and use the time to simply be with themselves in a safe and reflective space. Would it matter as much what mask we'd choose if we found our purpose deep within? Oh no, should I be doing that? Alton clears his throat and I'm grateful to be shaken free. Anyhow, the task. Let's see if you can understand this one, yeah? It's a bit complex. I tell him I'm ready. Go out, find scrap, bring it to me. Is that all? Slightly taken aback, I asked Alton if that's all. What do you mean, is that all? That's scrapping. You want the job or not? I tell him I'm happy for any reason to explore and that I'll return with everything I find. I say goodbye to Alton. I mean, yeah, sure, we're gonna be out there anyways. I'm assuming he's gonna give us something for it. Spoons, what are you doing down here? Okay. Burnt oak. Oh, that's a cool little hover bike. Are these just like parking pads? Look at that purple one. That's cool. Okay, I hope that we can... Oh my gosh. Like trimming right outside my window. Whoa! I didn't know I could do that. Okay. I like how they waited to do the work outside my window until it was recording. I'm gonna wait a second until they go away. Alright, it sounds like they've moved off. The machinist looks me over. You're late. I've never met you in my life. You would have met me sooner were it not for your delay, but I forgive you. Any friend of Sizzo's is instantly beloved, and I take no offense. Perplexed, I wait for them to explain themselves, but they seem to wait for the same. Briefly, I feel a hint of shame as I remember times I have been late among the Abexi, things I have slipped up in doing. But I dismiss my doubts as I recall that I have no idea who this strange machinist is. I ask them, my name is Utari. Of immediate relevance to you is that I am a friend of Sizzo. I ask then if Sizzo alerted them to my impending arrival. Perhaps she looks out for me and sets waypoints and oases along my gliding. A comforting thought. No, it was your hover bike. I heard it for the first time months ago, and I felt the shape of its voice, of her voice. Sorry. I tell Utari that it was not Simoon they heard, for Sizzo and I only built her a few days hence. They wave their hands at me in a hurried dismissal. Did Sizzo teach you so little? The voices of her machines are eternal, more ancient even than their forms. I hear them, as I always have. And yours, I thought, would revisit me sooner, but here we are. Now let us speak of why you have come. Our needs converge atop the wind tower. I can customize! Cool. Tell me more. Something has stopped the tower working. I was hours away from going to see it for myself, but you and Simoon came after all. Go there, mend what is broken, or soothe what is hurt, and I will give you what you seek. I ask Utari if they know what I seek. I omit that I might not. A direction. I'll be waiting for you. Travel swiftly and safely. I say goodbye to Utari. Okay, but I want to customize the bike. How may I help? I'll deal it. I want a bike. Okay, cool. So you can change the parts, and they have different stats. How do I paint you? There we go. Okay. I wonder how many different paints and stuff we can find. Ooh, I'm excited. Oh, hello. The mask caster sits, unmoving, silent. I can't tell if the mask caster is human or something else. I've heard about mask casters and stories about glidings before. Gliders should collect 3 badges of a set and bring them to the caster, from whom the mask shall be cast. I should look for some more badges. I leave the mask caster. Okay. Interesting. Oh my god, they're riding a gigantimous beetle. Nomadic Merchant Bobby. Glider, welcome. Come view my wares. Tell me about this camp. This is one of many beetle tent stations around Midden, named after that big old burnt tree over there. Not sure what species an oak is, mind. There's plenty of characters passing through here. They're all worth a bother if you're on your gliding. Never know what badges and masks you might pick up. Don't be shy. Chat to the tent owners, interrogate the machinists, and any other people you see around. There's also the scrapper's yard just below the big crane over there. There's a lazy scrapper down there who'll make finding scraps worth your time. See you soon. Okay, but big beetle. The guard before me stands tall, her posture shaped by duty, uniform weathered by years. Hello there, young glider. I'm nearly startled by the force of her greeting, but her voice is comforting somehow, warm and welcoming. I greet her with the accidental enthusiasm of a traveler finding a friend. She smiles behind the mask, I think. Always nice to meet a fellow adventurer, especially now. How are you faring so far? The world is big and I feel very small. You say that like it's a bad thing. Isn't it a wonder, the size of it all, that you can spend your whole life wandering and still find more to see? I think about the balled up fabric and smoothed out rock that will make my next pillow, and many to come. My neck aches faintly at the thought of how many nights I'll spend this way. It's possible I'm romanticizing it a little. You see, I'm getting ready to leave on my second gliding. She reads the confusion in my silence. Did no one tell me of the second gliding? I suppose it isn't a real second gliding, but it's how I'm thinking about it. A chance to see the world again and how it's changed. I'm an equine guard, you see, or I was an equine guard. As of 3 days ago, I am officially retired. You should have seen the way the others looked at me. There is a laugh in her voice. All of them were so baffled to see me go, telling me how much I'd missed the big city. A few of them even felt sorry for me, like what would I do now that my life's purpose is complete? Can you imagine? I tried to, but I can barely muster a view of my purpose's start, let alone its end. I shake my head. I said, thank you for all the strange condolences, but tomorrow marks the first time in decades that I'll wake up in the morning and have absolutely no idea what lies ahead, and I've never been more excited. Don't get me wrong, I've loved my work. I even love the noise and the trouble of Ecria, but I've spent enough of my life standing around looking hard. It's time to explore. Her glee is infectious. I ask where she'd like to go. I'm heading to the Badlands, I think. I want to see the Bridge of the Betrayed. If you haven't already, you should definitely go and see it yourself. You'll want the northern Badlands southwest of here. I nod, trying to keep directions in mind, and Elizabeth gives me a little tap. Maybe I'll see you up there. Ooh. Okay, who you? I cannot talk to you. You just climb. I'm sorry. That's rude, probably. I meet Ifa, the innkeeper of the camp. What can I do for you? Okay. Do you have any tasks that need doing? Before I can even finish the question, Ifa shouts, "Larval husks!" I repeat the words back to her as a clarification. She nods. I need some larval husks. They're... How much do you know about beetles? A little bit. Well, not sure if this is part of that little bit, but larval husks are what gets left behind when the beetle larvae grow. Beautiful, really tough casings. If you don't mind, I'd be grateful if you could collect some for me. Type I'm looking for are Hercules beetles. You won't need to go far, but the nest is guarded by the mother beetle. You're going to have to find a way to get past her. I tell her I'll do my best. Anything else I can help you with? No. She has like an actual beetle on her face because I keep seeing the elytra flick. Yeah. Why do you have just a beetle sitting on your face? Okay. Well, Matt Glider. We had goat. Oh, these are goats. Okay, we had goats in my clan. Ah, so you are familiar with their temperament. I suppose you are a Vexy? Say hello to Umar and Jadi for me. Hello, Met Glider. What's in that glass vial? What glass vial? Oh, I made this. Ooh, it's a color palette for a hover bike, inspired by my work as a herder. Here, take some, I insist. I'd be very proud to see you riding a bike with my colors, Sable. What's up with the statue? You may recognize her, Oana. She was a great herder of many creatures. They say she came from the whale and herded the ancestors of the creatures we herd today. We teach that keeping your herd near her statues will keep them together, well-fed and healthy. Interesting. Okay, well, I want to go see those hoverbike colors with this. Narrow stalk fig. I mean, wrong, the red's really cool, but that looked like some neat colors. It actually didn't change a whole lot with these pieces, but oh well. It's more pinkish now. Okay. Oh my goodness. Cartographer's balloon. Yeah, the Hoover area is so small compared to this one. That kind of looks like a thing, so let me mark that. Okay, and that's probably the wind tower. I guess let's head over to the ship, since that seems to be the closest. Let's see if we can find some more pieces. So what I'm getting is this is definitely going to be a more, exploration-based game, so this will probably be a pretty chill playthrough. Atomic disposal. Is it dangerous to go in there near this ship? There is a big old gash in the side of it. And I can climb up there. Let's have a look-see. The Dunboyne. Designed in London. Interesting. Okay. There's a battery up there. How do I get to you? Ooh, I think that's a part. Okay, it's scrap metal. Big old battery. Oh, that's not what I was expecting. Another battery. Opens that door. Is this one open? It do. Interesting. Oh, more scrap metal. And a chum. One of these days we'll figure out what the hell to do with these. Okay, there's a battery there. There's also a slot there. There's 2 different slots I can put it in. Oh, I can't even get over to that one right now, so let's do this one. More scrap that I'm polluting. Okay, that extends the bridge. Oh, almost didn't even see that one. Okay. I might let these episodes be a little bit longer since it's going to be very exploration heavy. Oh, I paused that at a perfect time. Otherwise, this series might end up being 2,000 episodes long, just with how big some of the map is. So maybe we'll do 40 minutes for these. Oh. Okay. Oh, I can talk to you. I encounter a strange luminous figure. It greets me before I even have a chance to be frightened. New user found. Hello. Please enter your new username. I find myself whispering my own name. It suddenly feels odd in my mouth, like this is the first time I've said it aloud. Welcome, Sable. I've set up a new account for you. I ask the mysterious figure about themselves. I am this ship's simulated anthropomorphic registry and information nexus, but you can call me Saren. I ask Saren what they are doing here. I'm not entirely sure, Sable. Most of my data modules appear to be corrupted. I'm attempting access ship records. Saren goes still for a moment. Transferring ship's log to your inbox. You have unread messages, Sable. Alright. Here are your unread messages. Recording 01. The panel blinks to life. Strange markings and symbols, I assume to be ancient text, spill across the screen as the background colors flash wildly. And then, with a strange buzzing like old fabrics pulling apart, there are voices. Within long-range sensors, Captain, we're picking up some anomalous readings from the upper atmosphere. Could be a plasma storm, but the radiation signature doesn't quite match. Maintain approach at current speed. What's our time to destination? 46 Earth hours, give or take. Good. Let's keep an eye on those energy signatures, and get Saren in on it too, for pattern recognition. Captain, we need to purge our reactor soon. If we don't... I know, I'm aware of the risks, Ellis, but I'm not purging in the middle of space. We follow the protocol, and... The recording fails, and the static continues. A few button pushes bring silence and a screen that looks navigable in some way, but I can't decipher anything. No unread messages. Interesting. Doesn't look like there's anything else I can interact with in here. I guess I'll head back, because there was another door we could go through. This one. That's not where I expected that to go. There used to be something out here? Huh. Alright, let's have a look around it some more. Interesting. Okay. They didn't happen to tell us where the beetles were, did they? Okay, so it pops up on my Mac after I discover it. It does not say, so I guess let's just head to one of our other markers. That's probably the cartographer's marker. Woo! Oh, I see something weird over there. Yeah, look at that in the distance. Let's go to that. Oh, sorry, that sounded pained. Angler hut. Is this like a fishing trawler? Whoa, let me up. Why can't I get up? Okay, jeez. More than once, the moon has slowed over a dune without my asking, or taken an unexpected but gentle curve around an invisible something. I've wondered if she's drawing from a memory of a time before. But lately I've wondered if she's tuning into another different flow altogether, the movements of fish as they swim beneath the sands. I approach the angler with this in mind and think how interesting it must be to find one's calling in fishing and reaching out for things one cannot see. Might even teach me some patience. Hello there, glider. What can I do for you? What do I want to talk about? I'd like to learn to fish. The angler nods. Fancy the angler mask, eh? I mean, it is kind of cool. Hope you're more patient than some of these gliders. I'm working on that. I'm certain he smirks. Well, either way, the first thing you'll need is a fishing rod, and I'll give you one of my old ones. Good for a trainee. Take this. You can use this to cast off anywhere you can find some sand. Anywhere? Anywhere. Whether you get a bite or not will be another matter, but that's the trick of being an angler, feeling it out. I nod. So if you want to earn the mask, that's how you do it. I'm not here to waste your time if you're not here to waste mine. For your first badge, all I need to see is some fish from right here in Sandsea. Bring me a bellow guppy, a pebble eye, and a pillfish, and we're good. And remember, every species has its own habitat, so you'll have to search around to find where they live. But word to the wise, a lot of fish survive by nibbling on the roots of plants. That should give you a place to start. I thank him and depart. Good luck out there. Wasn't really expecting to do fishing in this kind of world, but... Oh, there's something big over there. That almost looks like another cartographer balloon. Oh, there's something there. Oh my gosh, there's so many things! Okay, I've already marked that one. Then we're gonna mark that. That one I've been to? Oh, there's no borders? Are you serious? We can just go straight all over? Okay, shit. Let's go to this one first. Let's try to stay in one area for now. That looks like... Oh, there's a big old bones over there. Roots of plants. I wonder if we can fish here. How do I fish? What's the controls? Fish. Fish, 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 fish. Tea. Moon, you're kind of in the way. Interesting. Is that a fish? Bellow guppy. It pulses its way through the sands using an air propulsion system that grows at the end of its tail. When frightened, the force of the propulsion can cause the bellow to drop off, leaving the fish stranded. That doesn't look like a fish. Okay, another one. Weird. Okay, there's like tentacles up there. What is going on? It's like an old temple, maybe? Kind of looks like it might be. Can I park you here, or are you gonna slowly slide away? I think you're gonna slowly slide away, but okay. What the fuck? Chum lair. Is this where I'm supposed to bring all the eggs to? Upon seeing the frankly humongous chum holding up the remains of an ancient stone tower, I nearly jump out of my skin. Before I collect myself, I hear a voice cooing in my head. Ah, hello, wanderer. Queen Chum. Please don't be frightened. The giant chum cocks its head at me and chirps. Are you talking to me? I realize as I ask that this question is for my own benefit. I am talking to you as much as I'm able to talk, and you're able to perceive my thoughts. But I assure you, I am as real as you are. I hear you are carrying some of my children. I can feel the eggs squirming in my satchel at their mention. I relax suddenly, comforted by the absurdity of the situation. Your name is old and vast, like the desert. I mouth the syllables as it chirps silently. Sable. How beautiful. I don't have a name as such. But I am the queen of the chums. You may call me Queen Chum or Chum Queen, as you prefer. I bow my head politely. It's an honor to meet you. The queen seems surprised by my formality. Oh my, you're such a proper little human. Well, you being here feels very lucky indeed. Perhaps you could help us? Our eggs are scattered throughout the desert, but they need to be planted somewhere safe. Bring them here, little one. I'll be able to give you something for your favor. My answer comes without hesitation. A big yes. You're a kind little slug, aren't you? I think I'm going to like you, Sable. To start things off, bring me 5 eggs. Okay, I'm 1 short, I think. Alright, well, now we know where to take the chum eggs. Yeah, I've only got 1. Is it marked by... Yeah, different marker on my map now. Okay, and I can remove individual markers. I should probably do for the stuff I've already found. Okay. Oops, moon's not far. Okay, we are at a little over 40 minutes, so I'm going to stop here for this episode. Thank y'all so much for watching, and we will continue our exploration next time. Muff out. As we slide down the hill.